Okay, hello guys. Ugh. I haven't filmed in a while. This is awkward. Oh, look at that. Did you see that? As you can probably tell, this is a sketchbook tour. As you can see, I began June 24th, 2024. Such a long time ago. But okay, so this is just stickers. This looks like Naruto. Like her color scheme, kind of. Yeah. So this is my character Aiden, but he's gone through a different, like, his design is a bit different. But yeah, this is just more stickers. I guess I didn't know what to put on this page, so I put more stickers. And I have to say, these are probably one of my favorite stickers, especially these Naruto ones. Like, they're so cute. Like, look how adorable he is. He's adorable. Okay, so I was doing OC challenges with my younger sister, and this is just what I got. I colored this person, but I didn't color him because I didn't really like it. But I thought this design was cool because it's like a mushroom fairy princess thing with her little ladybug. I don't know. Also, it's kind of falling apart. And this is just the continuation of it. This is like a creepy doll thing, and actually like this is kind of cool because it's like I feel like it's not a dessert, it kind of looks more like a breakfast thing, but I guess there's a bunch better. But yeah, this is David. He doesn't really exist anymore, I don't think, anyways, and that's like not his design. I just thought, ooh, it would be cool if I drew him like that. So this is just my OC. It's just doodles on the side. It's not really, yeah. This is my OC, Aiden. I was just coloring him and stuff. But yeah, the reason he has a beard here is because he is a fallen god, basically, and he can kind of change how he looks. So yeah, and he was a janitor as his disguise, and he loves his sunglasses. Sometimes he's in a jumpsuit, which is like a stereotypical janitor look. This is kind of like draw your OC as a normal gender bent villain and child. I don't really like this one, but also look how giant this wolf is. And I also didn't know how to spell villain because I kept spelling it like vanilla, I feel like. But yeah, so this is my like basically first OC ever. She has gone through a lot of changes, but honestly kind of looks the same. Yeah, she's actually a lot shorter than this, probably like a little taller than that, but yeah, just me experimenting with that. This is a dragons. Yeah, some Chinese and Japanese. I don't know what I was doing. I was just doodling on this page, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is just swatches. Boring. Oh, so I like found this picture in my house where it was like a printed out picture where it's like just a base of characters like this, and you can, like, you know, insert your own characters when you draw it. And I was doing that, but it was not working out for me because like the heads would be different sizes, and I just didn't know how to draw this person like in that pose. But my mom came over and was like, oh, he's handsome, and I was like, oh, thank you. And this is the other character in that my OC story. It's like she's taking a picture of it and they're just posing for it. And yes, he's a dragon. It's kind of like Dragonborn. This is the page that like falls out. So I was doing the same thing like right here, but I did not like the way she was turning out because in this like time period I was drawing like characters with their like necks sticking out like that a lot, and eventually it just stopped working. I don't think it ever worked, but and this was poses and interaction practice I was doing. I like this one the most. It's kind of awkward, I don't know what that was, but she actually looks really cute with that kind of hairstyle. This is my OCs, of course, but I haven't worked a whole bunch on them. And okay, so I was studying basically Sketchbook's style, a YouTuber, dragon animator. Not only dragons, but mostly dragons. And they are so good at animating, and I love the way their style is. So I was trying to study how I don't know if it's girl. So that's my sister. I was drawing like realism, but well, I was just like doing a funny picture of her. And these are wolf practices. I saw this like meme or something where it's like an introvert, but I changed this where it's like for an ambivert. I don't know, but I just thought it'd be funny or fun for an ambivert. Like I heard this thing where this guy was saying, "Oh, we don't want to be wherever we are, alone or with other people." And that was just funny looking. Ooh. Okay. So so first I got like light colored markers and then drew over them with darker versions. Yeah, so I was just messing in how to draw it. Look at his neck. That's funny. And then this is my OC. So this is basically the main 6 in my hopefully comic book, but I was adding more because they can't be all guys. It was just one girl with me. This is a guy, and I just drew them in church clothes because why not? Also, he kind of looks dead. Oh, okay, so there's this thing again. I was trying to do it with all my characters in like this story, but I gave up after this one was like not turning out. Like there was wrongness, and I don't know if I'll ever fix it, but yeah. Yep. Oh, okay. So I was trying to fill like the whole page up with like random monster creepy stuff, and of course I haven't finished it all yet. This is my recent one. This is my first one, or these were, and I was just doing random stuff and just coming back every once in a while and like adding a bit more into the awful. I made sure these little guys are like everywhere in them, and there somewhere. Yeah, it's like very interesting. But you also kind of get lost because it's all the same color. I didn't like get it good enough value, I guess. And this was also like an OC's pause art challenge, or however you call it. And I was doing it with my friend, and yeah, I wasn't like totally satisfied, so I wasn't really like doing anything with her. These are little drawings I did in my class, and I was just sticking them in. Oh, for my art class, I had to draw like ferrets like filling 4 whole pages. That took me forever. Okay, so in my story, the comic one, they can turn into animals, like only specific ones besides the girl, because she is I don't know what I want to call them, like her type of creature or whatever, but they can turn into whatever species. But I wanted to decide like how I wanted them to transform into it, if they're just gonna like poof, or is it gonna be like a gradual, change, and if I wanted them to like turn into an actual animal, or like, basically a furry. But yeah, that's just me testing it out. This is also the same story. I was doing like a comic book style because I had like a really nice pen that had good ink, I felt like at the time. And so at this point in the story, this is actually the very beginning, but you don't like of her story, but not of like the actual story. And this is basically her being hid away while her family and other species is being murdered and dragged away by humans. Yeah. Okay, so this is the same girl. She's at school, I guess. And I was trying this thing where I was like, I think it might have been this color, where I would overlay everything with this and then draw with the normal colors to see if it would give it like, that, like everything, I don't know how to explain it, where everything has like the same tone almost, I don't know, but it wasn't really working. I mean, if it does, I just didn't like how it was turning out. Anyways, I just stopped and like, look how that blush looks. Interesting, very interesting. So I was going to draw like, I think the whole table with like him and the other kids at his table. I want to do something else, but I like the way he looked because it looks like he has a neck pillow. And then I just gave him like sleeping mask and just little stuff, and he looks so cute. And then this is just language art stuff, and this is his brother who he basically didn't save when he was younger, so might be a toxic relationship. And this is Oak. This girl. I actually drew her a lot. But yeah, I was trying this thing where like the green would hit on like where all the light was hitting, and then I used a darker color for all the shadows. Kind of worked. Oh, this is where I was drawing like height and almost design of the characters, and yeah, I like made her really short at one point, like basically this short, and I was like, that's kind of weird. So I don't know if I'll keep that height or not, or just make everybody else a bit taller. I don't know, because okay, this is funny. This is actually based off of a dream I had. Why is this? Oh, did I glue that on? I think I did. Okay. Yeah. So in my dream, there was this girl who was a princess in like a modern world, and then for some reason she wanted to be a normal girl or something, and so she would pretend to be just a normal girl and wear glasses, and that's how she looked different from the princess where like everybody knows her, but for some reason putting glasses on made her unnoticeable and unrecognizable. And like and she had a braid, and she kept the same name. I don't even know how she got into school. And then eventually she this guy, she was basically dying from some dark magic, and he had to go save her. He's her guard, but yeah, he had to find like a cure to save her. It was kind of a short dream, but it was kind of crazy. And this is just me designing the characters, because I might actually make this into a story, because that was really interesting. And actually this happens more than once, because if I go back, because I don't draw him a lot anymore, if I go back to this guy, he was actually based off of a dream where it was actually me being the zombie, but then it became just a zombie in my dream. I can't remember totally what was happening in that dream, but it was crazy. Oh, okay, I was practicing. No, I wasn't. I was just trying to draw his scars because he was abused. Basically a test experiment, and he was abused. He has a lot of scars, but I ended up drawing abs on him, and I was like, it's just practice, but I mean, it looks fine, but it's so embarrassing to look at. So I'm leaving. Okay, so this is other OCs, because oh my goodness, what is that? They're both terrifying looking. Okay, anyways. Like, I drew those eyes on. It was just noses at the beginning. But what? Anyways, so these three characters were originally a game me and my friends did when we were younger. I was her. This is my two other friends, and I based off the story of the story I'm writing, based off of them, or that whatever was happening in our little role-playing game. And it's actually really fun to play. Actually, I didn't actually totally like playing those games at the time, because they wouldn't go the way I wanted to, and that's when I realized I like writing stories, not role-playing them, because I have total control over it. But yeah, these two I had a leader. They're siblings. We were siblings, and she was a human, we were elves, and I'm planning to think, I don't know if they're elves or not. But yeah, I was just drawing them because she smacked her apparently, and she's like, how dare you? And then she says, I barely touched her. And her brother is like, oh crap, and it's like, not again. And her comforting her as she, I guess, swears or some mean words. And yeah, they like fighting each other in the story. She's not based off of me anymore because it's different. Okay, so this is Lollyrock. I was doing the highlighting coloring, and I was trying to experiment how people did it, and I decided to draw Lollyrock. And honestly, my favorite character, not okay, I actually like him. He's so cute, look at him. But Mephisto, did I say that right? He's my favorite because he's amazing, and I'm so sad he died. I'm so sad. Okay, not that sad because I'm kind of over it, but why didn't they make it more? Okay, so this panel was based off of Totally Bound Hanako-kun, and I was just getting a panel from the comic and putting my characters into it basically, and yeah, it was fun. Okay, so this is my character April, and I think I was deciding whether I wanted her to be like some kind of angel or like but I don't think she will be, but I was trying like little silhouettes of an angel wing and like practicing drawing from this angle with all the feet. And this is like from the back, and she's a queen or princess or whatever you want to call it, a ruler basically. And I was trying to do like this pose, but it wasn't working, and I didn't want to do it with his wings because he's a dragon. So yeah. Oh, so this is when I just got new markers. I was trying to figure out how to use them. This is also a character from To the Bound Hospital. But anyways, yeah. And I think I was still trying to figure out like what skin tone to give this person on this page. So look at that. Look at this, because that's beautiful. It's like I don't know why he's floating in the sky on a little island, but look at him, so adorable. Same character as right here. That's his little bug, which is right here. But I like forgot it had antennas for like so long. Yeah. So these are all on the same row. This is how he. So I was just coloring him, and this is his design. He's a little, I don't know, not an elf, but something else. And I'm deciding on giving their species the tail. Yeah, so I was trying to draw her, and they have, I feel like, kind of similar hair colors, but I didn't want to use the same hair color because I don't want them to look like siblings or something. But now she looks like a retro anime boy, kinda. And so this is my written story, and it was kind of like a concept art. I don't know if I like was gonna do anything with it, like an animation or like, you know, just picture after picture after picture. But basically, there are two boys, twins, who are immortal. It's just his twin voluntarily died. So his brother was eventually married to this girl when they're older, and the same girl as right here. For some reason, I haven't totally decided why, or if it's just genes, but yeah, he was too sad, so he voluntarily died with her after a while, and he's just left alone. And his story will continue in another separate book. Okay, so this is also based off of To the Bound Hanako. It was just like an illustration of Hanako, and I was just putting my character in it. So yeah, I think I was just like, you know, practicing how the artist drew Hanako. This was a science project where we would get like basically an evolution project where somehow one animal became another animal. And I chose a human and a jellyfish. I was doing with my friend, and we were kind of like working together. And yeah, actually I have a picture of the finished product, so hopefully I will have that on screen. But yeah, this was just concept art and trying to figure out like how I wanted it to flow. And yeah. This I don't like. Okay, I actually really like this. So, I was just doodling in class on sticky notes, and, this Eden just really likes getting jobs. He just finds it so interesting. So, employment! And I love the pose he's doing. It's so goofy. It's also the same story. He's probably laying here on the truck, the van. I think it's a van, not a truck. This is Sophie, the main character. Yeah, and this is, more doodles. This is like the jellyfish girl, and this, I just like the hair, so I think that's kind of the only reason I kept it. And basically this is like a little story idea I had, where in my church there is Sunday school like every other Sunday, where it's young women and young men having same class together, and depending on their age. And I was thinking it could have like some interesting friend dynamic, and him having like a basically life crisis stuff. Yeah, and I was trying to figure out like the other characters, and this is Jesus, more like abstract-ish, I guess. And I gave him a birthmark, which I think is cool because it pops out so much because I was in orange, but I don't know if I'll keep it in orange. This is Griffin. He hates school and himself. And this is okay, I was in art and I was so angry for some reason that day. I was listening to like rage music. Not really. To me, it was rage music. It wasn't like full on screaming. Okay, it kind of was, but yeah, I just made a little angry picture of Zach, my character, who is also a very angry person, so it matched. Oh, this one I was doing interactive art. How is this holding on? Okay. Yeah. So first off, I'll go here. This is like, you know, those little thingies. I'm just getting tutorials, and I was just watching them and doing stuff with my sister. I'm like, wow, cool. But it's a kind of flimsy paper. It's just printing paper, so it's not that good, especially this one. This is Zach. I like this one. This one you have to like manually turn it back. Okay. And yep, it's a door. This is the flashlight for this, but you can like obviously see where the marker is, so it's not very like real, but nah, you know, this flashlight actually keeps falling out, so I have to be careful. And this is just a spinning little thing. It's like a dinner table. And this, wow, that's Griffin. This is also Zach. It's like a little, and these are just random colors. Okay, this page is actually kind of crazy because I just put like a bunch of doodles and drawings from like school and put it in here. So I'm gonna start right here. So I actually like this eye, so that's obviously why I kept it, but it's like, wow. So there's a chicken, there's this boy, there's this guy with his hair up. And yeah, and then oh, this is okay, have you guys seen like Who Made Me a Princess? I was basing off of that and just putting my inserting my character as her. But I really recommend. That's a webtoon and it's so amazing. It's like, you know, the typical reincarnated. I feel like it's special. For me, that's just because that's the first story of reincarnation I've ever read, but it's very good. Yeah. Oh, how does this work? Oh, yeah, this is just doodles. This is bases off of Fahrenheit 451, I think it's called. They had like robot dogs, and I was just drawing how it looked, and these are just little doodles of my characters. And then this is Oak. This used to be on my computer before I got a new one. And this is well, my giveaway where I live, so I'm not going to show you that. And oh, this is Toileban Hanakoken, just a cutout. And yeah, these the rest of the pictures are just like paintings I did for my class, and I just had a little cutouts of them, so I just kept them. This is a side profile. It's a girl with freckles, I guess, and yep. This is Hanako, and this is Yashiro, and this is Megamind. This is Griffin because he really hates math, and I was in math and I was not liking it, and so I decided to draw him in eyeballs. Okay, and this is in science class, so I was drawing a sheep and cow. This is Oak, this is a mouth, this is also Oak. That's Yashiro, and that's cow. I think that's how you say his name. These are random eyes. I'm pretty sure I was drawing these, and my teacher called me because I was drawing and not paying attention, and I totally freaked out and couldn't answer. Samurai guy. More stuff. I actually like that. Look at his sunglasses. And this is more like there wasn't a line art. It's just blocked colors. Just messing with that. And then it's Yashiro. I was watercoloring her at my art class because I was bored and I wanted to do it. This is Sophie, Aiden's story. She's the main character. She's just in a car. Rumble, rumble. I think it's Sophie. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm crazy. I was trying to do poses, like them sitting down, but it. Okay, this is like my transition into more like copying Toileban Hanakoken, that style, but not totally copying, but like drawing a lot like it sometimes. Yep, so this is kind of the same thing on right here. This is just a cute girl in a dress. This is also such an adorable girl. Look at her, she's cute. And my goodness, just ignore this. But this is my like I think I've talked about this. This is my bloober. It's my dragon that's like has no real defined features, so I can like easily animate it and then, you know, practice and then put dragons on top of it. Oh wow, oh my goodness, I haven't seen this in a while. Okay, so this is also Aiden. I was doing like a pose thing I saw on Pinterest. No, I think it was just Google's, probably from Pinterest. These are hand studies This was literally all in my science class, I'm pretty sure. Perspective, some science guy, I think. Maybe Darwin, I don't know. Dragons. Oh, this was supposed to be, oh, I forgot what it was called. It was just the version of her, Gretzky? Oh yeah, right here, Richan. Yeah, in her human form. Or my version of her as a human. Because I was watching it and I looked at fan art and people were doing them in human form and I was like, that would be cool, you know? Also, this is Aiden. You guys already saw this before if you've watched my other sketchbook video. But yeah, this is just me. His you know, style, whatever, has changed. That's him taking a picture of the other people. And he's gonna go run in, and I was actually gonna do multiple pages of him like running to the next page and like being in the picture with other people. But this is, I've talked about this. This is embarrassing, but I am not gonna show it because it's kind of weird. After I finished it, I was like, oh my goodness, what did I draw? Look at this picture of Jesus. Like, look at the style. And I'm really hoping this is not AI because look at that. Like, look at the. Okay, so this is clearly me. Like, okay, it's not obviously Taliban Hanako-kun because like it's not, but it was me being influenced by the style. And this is why is this happening to me? I think something embarrassing happened. Like this guy, like there's just certain guys or just people in general, like they will look at you even though they're not talking to you, that they'll just look specifically at you and just talk to you even though you're not part of the conversation. But they're talking to you as if you're part of it, but not. Okay, so this is basically, question. What do you think of Princess Oak, who's right here? This is when they're all babies and they had a normal life. Okay, normal life. It's like the prince is kind of cute. Who's Princess Oak? And he's like, what? Because I think there was a comic I did of him. I think it's over there where he like met. Yeah. And he's like, she's nice. I was like, I don't even know. And then, what do you think others think of you? People think about me? Yeah. And oh, I don't know if you can see this. So first off, it's an eyeball. Then it's, I don't know what that is. I think there's a dragon on here, but I didn't care about it, so I just covered it. Literally just a bunch of doodles from my seminary class, I think. Yeah, just a bunch of doodles. And then, let me turn this so you can see it kind of like, you can barely see that, but this is just, yeah. And this is Scout, and this is Oak. It's like, he's actually the same size as her, basically. This is Zach, if he was like in his superhero form, but he's not. Oh, this is a girls' camp. This is coloring swatches. Wait, is there anything? Okay, first off, this is Oak. This is someone who's learning how to draw. Yeah, this is the comic. Let me see if I can turn this around. Okay, so basically, this is Oak playing in the forest. She hears something. She's like, what? And like, oh wait, no, that's a dog. Oh, it's like, are you okay? No, I gotta save it. And it's like, I'm not little. And really, I'm 3. I'm 4. Well, actually, it goes this way. But I didn't like how this was turning out, so. Oh, they're so cute. I don't know if it's canon, but I was drawing my friend's OC, and I didn't like how it was turning out, so I gave up. And I'll redrew her later, but in a more simpler form. Okay, so first, this is how it's going to be. It's an orangutan, if I can say that. And this is my OC Walter. Can you see that? Oh no, it's falling out again. And this is them falling into the world, but I didn't like how it looked, or I was too lazy to actually do anything with it, so I was just decided to color painting, or to practice painting. This is also Walter, and this is just some random witch thing. I was only using red, white, and black, because too many colors stress me out. This is just the beginning of this. So basically, this was like, you know, last day of the trimester, and I was literally doing nothing in that class. So I just drew. Like, this is all in one class period. So this is Cat Noir. This is Keith from Cat Noir from Miraculous Ladybug. Keith from Keeper of Lost Cities. This is my character I made with my friend I was just talking about. An investigator person. This is a Blair. This is Oak. This is just a really buff guy. Someone screaming, dragon, dragon. It's yawning. This is a halfling. It's dragon. 7 claw instead of 6 claw from Wings of Fire. I forgot their names. It's because I like just recently thought of their names and now I can't think of it. Yeah, I don't like this painting, drawing, whatever. So let's focus on this. Like, look how cute that is. That is Walter. Very cute. This is April. I was obsessed with the name April, so there might be like a couple of C's with the name April. This is this is gouache. I was at my friend's house, the same friend I was earlier. And we're just practicing with gouache. And this is just paint. I said FSY. Okay, this was also done in class at lunch. So this is my Sunday school character from earlier with a birthmark. This is Aiden Lumberland. I was listening to songs and writing characters, like fitting them or something. Mr. Loverman is probably what this is. This is Let It Out. Very kind of depressing song. Yeah, just random little characters. I was drawing My Little Pony characters in my style, or trying to find like a My Little Pony style. And this is like, there's some pages that I just doodled because I didn't know what to do, and I just wanted to doodle. That's fine. So this is me like kind of figuring out like my my story, what they look like. I mean, at least like this part and this part. And yep, just doodles. This is when he's younger, middle age, and older. But I don't know if I want to keep it like that. This is like kind of trying to decide what his design is. Okay, this is like random. So from Hidden Love, the character like makes these little paper stars. I forgot how to do it, and I was too lazy to look it up, so I didn't. So this is just a girl in the world, and this is a dragon. And I was just doing like a bunch of random stuff because I felt like it. And I noticed like after I glued this, I put this upside down. And basically it's saying like, what was that? It's like, what was that scream? And basically a character was scared of a spider. And this was the watercolor. These are the same. I was just, and like, look how creepy that is. Yeah. I actually like this because it's like a pyramid, cool thing. Eyeball. Sucking him in. Grandma. And yeah, this is just some guy who is wet from rain, I guess. This is when my sketchbook gets kind of colorful. So, yeah. So first I was doing like, you know, street sketch practices. This is Wishmas, like why did I, or it's not finished, so I can't really like do it in English very well. This is my Walter series paper dedicated to mostly him because this is other characters. This is Camilla. She's from Mexico in the like 1800s sometime. This is Philip, but I couldn't draw him like especially, like I can't draw Philip. He's from Norway, somewhere in Europe, I can't remember. I was just covering it because I like I wasn't happy the way he was coming out, so I just, yeah. This is him. So originally it was supposed to be like that, but I was like, nah. And Walter, this is also him. He was supposed to look at Harper. Did I say that? I don't know. But I didn't like the way she turned out, so I made a little, don't even know what that is. Okay, so this is the thing I just barely like finished. Like not this page, but this is kind of series of this format where this person, they're trying to spell out their own name. So this is Griffin, if you can't tell because it might be not obvious. And this is him like side profile, but full body, and this is just the top, usually in a tank top for no reason, and then like kind of like this coloring style, not specifically like this, but usually it's like from the head down, so it's kind of like a perspective. And then like them when they were like first it's him when he was younger, and like on a colored piece of paper, so like when I color it looks different. And then usually that's my let's see, and then just like doodles. This is probably from Farron. I actually don't know how to say it, but you know, it's like the side character, not side character. And then I would get this from my coloring page and then draw them in that page. And so, see, series continues. I actually don't like how this turned out because when it's like way too bright, like I don't like this color of red. But same type of deal. Zach, but actually, this is not on purpose. I spelled his name wrong without a C, but I was like, probably he would do that. This is actually me. Gave myself like interesting nose and lips, not interesting style. And then this is him. This is Gerald. I feel like my sister did that, but I don't know. This is also when I didn't have glue, so I taped everything. This is him, perspective. This is the picture where I drew him. Super pointy. Okay, so this is my werewolf character. It's not a werewolf, not exactly, but just call it that because it's easier. And yeah, so basically he ran away after a while in the story. He's missing, and this is just like him like being called by someone, but that's like when he wasn't listening or he wasn't like responding. And this is like later him walking around seeing his missing poster. This is my all purple page. I specifically made everything purple. So this is April, who's a doctor for some reason, and purple. This is Aiden. This is just stuff. This is a dragon going insane. And I actually like this because this kind of looks cool, doesn't it? It's like a little static TV, but you know, purple thing. And this is like just spiritual page. You can read that if you want. It's too many words. I don't want to read it out loud. But yeah. And oh, so this is just a bunch of pages. So basically this is Charlie pretending to fish Aiden out of the sea, but it's not real. He's just jumping out while the picture is being taken. This is literally just a bunch of doodles. And it's Jax. And Jax. Oh. Okay, this is funny. So this is, I don't know what characters these are, but it's like when you're playing hide and seek, I guess, and the person's blindfolded. This is also me just doodling. Just me literally just doodling really a lot. And my mom and dad were stressing about a trip, so I was stressing. So I was drawing me dancing. This is painting practice. This is my nephew. Yeah, just color practice. This is it's just a flower. This is a comic. So I actually have a comic book that I didn't finish or anything. I just, you know, just continually did it while I wrote the story. And I just was rewriting this. It got dirty somehow. But yeah, it's not really thought out. So the wording or like, you know, the story is not totally fine. Yeah. This is my, let's see. Yeah, it's not really interesting. It's just kind of whatever. I just like this and this one. Because this is Nina, my friend's OC that I was redrawing. And super pretty. Oh, series continues. So this is Scout. Oh, he's such a baby. Okay, not like a crybaby. Okay, maybe he is, but he's my little baby. Like, look at him. Would you want this boy to cry? Would you? Anyways, so I accidentally like drew on his face, but it's okay. So he's just a happy baby, and he needs a hug, truly. And this is my OC Oak. She is Christmassy, I guess. Okay, so this is daily interactions. So he is a zombie and first time in a car, I guess, with this character. And cars are weird. This is Charlie and this is Sumdy. It was so hard being famous. They were trying to kill you. His hair is really soft. He got them stuck in there. This is a lovely interaction where she does his hair. Perfect. Also, probably my friend's OC. This is Bloober. Trying to wake her up. Don't. I will let you read this. If you can read my handwriting. But, truly, it is true. And this is dragons. And I really need to draw dragons more. This is pastel practice. This is Walter. And this is, yeah. I was like trying to figure out how they worked. And yeah. Because I saw this YouTuber who did like anime characters and pastels. I was like, I want to do that, but I don't know how. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is my dream. This is literally a dream I had. Like, these are moments in the dream that I had. And I wanted to make it into a story, but it kind of like the inspiration disappeared after a while. So I just made sure I drew it. So basically they're in space and this girl is like trapped for some reason. She's basically kidnapped with along others and being like sold on the ship, and she's like going into there while he's like closing it, and I was like, oh no, I accidentally like got a girl in there when I was trying to hide from the bad guys. And then like I was her, I guess, in my dream, but not really. You know when you like role play a character but you're not. And then so at one point they're like running away and they like he helps her down because the ship is broken, I guess. This is in space. All in space. This is not in space. This is like when he's leaving. Like, I don't know if this is later or before everything, but it was later in my dream, I think. And like he's leaving, and I literally was like crying in my dream when he left. because I was her. It was terrible. That dream was crazy. Anyways, this was just me trying to figure out my characters. I already showed this in my other video. And this is her and her mom. I'm trying to figure out how to draw her mom. I don't know if I'll keep that or not. He has a prosthetic leg if you weren't there in my last video. Okay. I looked up a picture and I drew him and colored him and I was like, oh my goodness, I drew that. Because look at the wrinkles. I drew that. And I don't know. And then I tried it again and I failed. So it was like a one-time occurrence. But I'm like really proud of it. This is a room design. Basically kind of based off of my room when I was younger, but different. Like a lot different. A room design for my character in the book I'm writing. And I was drawing my school life. Because my backpack has so many AP stuff in it and it's just so heavy. Like it's literally 100 pounds. It's not. So I was someone took a picture of me and I didn't show up. So we claim I'm a vampire. And that's me. So I'm a shorty McShorty. This is me in my class. There's just me watching people goof around because it was very entertaining. And this is me floating around. This is the guy that said he liked my purple glasses. A lot of people like my purple glasses. Which is interesting. My legs, for some reason, is me because I lean against stuff and look at my phone because I don't want to look at what other people. And this is actually, first it was, if I find it, I'll show it to you. But We're in a Host Club, that anime, it was first a meme about them that I first saw, and I just put my characters in it. So, would you still date me if I was a worm? For some reason, put them in dark purple, so it's kind of hard to see. And so this was actually a picture of my dad, and then I made it into a different character with long, luscious hair. And these are just like, this is the alien bug thing I made, the Spider-Man, little designs. Yeah. And I think these were all like made in like 2 or 3 days, which is actually surprising because not that consistent in my sketchbook. So this is like, you know, the continuation of the series. I don't actually like how, this is Jacob, and I don't actually like how it turned out. I only like right here, because like, look, looks like he just has a tiny body with like same face. But I did like how this turned out. This looks like he is on a piano bench. I'm pretty sure this is Zach. Yeah. Oh, these are just sketches of general conference speakers. I was just watching it with my family and I was drawing them and taking some notes. And that was kind of all. So at this time period, I wasn't able to draw a lot in here. So I was just trying to get have a little colored background and then draw and write how my day was going and how I was feeling. Just like, they weren't like day after day. It was just like every once in a while when I felt like it and remember to. And these are just scribbles. This is actually from Art Guild's Idol, a webtoon, and it's really good. So I totally recommend. And this is just one of the main characters. So I was trying to practice drawing faces in more like a realistic way and like a Loomis method, but it wasn't really working. Like, it works in different places like that I've drawn on, but just not here. And kind of gave up trying to use it because yeah. And just like little heads. This is actually for my game dev class in high school. Basically, it's just a little cat wizard from our game that we were designing. Do you like how many things are just bald? So this is actually going to be a different character, but then I decided to draw a different person that I don't think it's my OC, it's just a guy. And this was supposed to be Charlie, but it wasn't working out. I think just drawing large faces just kind of... Oh, okay, I was like, what is this? So it's a person on someone's shoulders hugging their head, because I think I saw something like that, and I was like... So I was gonna draw something like that. At this point, I was actually like really sick, and I was left home alone while my parents and my family went to church. And I was like, I should feel like I want to go to church, but yeah, I was sick on my weekend, and it was like kind of sucked. Yeah, so this is from the webtoon Art Guild's Idol. Again, it was just me coloring it out. I was just drawing it, and I was using coloring pencils for that one, trying to test it out. And so this is just actually me looking at a reference and adding my character. And then, yeah, I was too lazy to like finish it, so I just left it like it is because I didn't want to ruin it. This was me trying to like test out colors to see like if I layered colors, how would it look, and if it would look like the way I wanted it to. Ooh, okay. So I just found, actually I didn't just find, but I had my oil pastels, and I wanted to do something with this leaf that I've been like hoarding for like a really long time. And not leaf, it's like a tiny branch with some flowers and a leaf. And I wanted to put it in my sketchbook somewhere, and I was finally able to like find an idea. And so this is my character Aiden when he's in his god form, before he was a fallen god. This is bleed through, so just ignore that. There's actually, I don't know if you can see, there's actually a person right there that I drew, but the bleed through covered it. It was fine because I didn't really care about it. I think my sister drew that. And these 3 faces are me trying to figure out what kind of glasses I wanted to give my character Griffin. And I got some old markers that I got like a really long time ago, and they're kind of old, so they're not that good, kind of like stopped working in the middle sometimes. But I was just messing around, creating like a little sci-fi looking city and this girl. And this is what is this? I'm doing this by hand because it's easier this way. But yeah, that's just the stuff I was drawing. And yeah. So this is actually a drawing my best friend did, and I wanted to stick in here because she just started on her art journey, and I'm like so excited. Okay, maybe not just start, but you know, it's going to be so cool to see her progress and like her learning new techniques, and I think it's just so like exciting. And this is the logo design I made with some friends at school. I mean, technically it was my partners that did it, but yeah, that's Jesus, that from the earlier painting, if you remember that. And these are just little doodles. And this dragon. So this was actually on Christmas Day, and I just got new Ohuhu markers. Actually, they're not Ohuhu, but just alcohol markers. Actually, not new either. I never had alcohol markers before. And I was like, wow, they really bleed. But I was like, I want to draw some dragons, because I hadn't drawn any in a long time, and I don't know how like the colors work. Kind of reminds me of Spike's color scheme from My Little Pony, but yeah, see, literally Spike. But this baby looks so cute, and I just think they look so cute together. Not OCs or anything, just interesting. And I drew that because I thought it was funny. So I didn't like how her body was working, but I liked the hair because actually it took a really long time to do. And so right here is me kind of like deciding. Actually, no, I think it was like, you know, frame by frame from an animation that I thought it would be cool, because in B and A, the anime, this is kind of how they transform into animals, is like them like going through this kind of scribbly phase right into their animal design form. And I thought that would be cool if I did that with like my stories, but I was kind of just testing it out and using highlighters because I thought it'd be cool. And this is Conan Shinichi, I think that's how you say it, or even if that's his name, from the spy detective anime, because I was watching it while I was doing this. These are just doodles with also highlighters. Ooh, okay, so I think this is possibly the last time I did this, because I just wanted to do it with the boys, kind of like the main character boys. So this is supposed to say Josh. I don't know how well he did it. I don't like this picture. I may or may not like this. I don't know. I feel like I can't decide if I want him to be like lanky and tall or just like kind of muscular. But I don't think I want him muscular. But yeah, I guess he's crying. My poor baby. But actually, I think out of all of this is probably my favorite, because like, look at him. He's just, yeah. No. Okay, so first I was trying to draw him to see if I wanted him to be like long and lanky, but it was kind of not working, and I decided just to draw them all out and color them. But yeah, because they look like little children, so actually I don't know if I want to do this, because I mean, this in this style they're all kind of short anyways, so yeah. This is actually my YouTube, me trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my YouTube banner. And this is Naruto sticker, that's from math. Yeah, and this is her, this is Blair. I was trying to decide if she was like a ballerina or a gymnastic person. Gymnastic? Just, yeah. And I was drawing with pen, trying to like give it a, I don't know. This is me trying to fill a page with random stuff because I needed to put stuff here. So this was a like hanging doll puppet I was doing, but I didn't like how the way it was going. Like, kind of like, it was my first time doing it, so I didn't like how the way it looked, and I also lost the leg somehow. So I just stuck it in here. These are watercolor. This is Killua. I was doing other ragdolls for Christmas for my friends and family, and trying to figure out like what color works because I was using my new alcohol markers. This is a letter I got from a teacher. It's very nice. It has my picture on it, so that's why I'm covering it. Yeah, this was my last long form video. Okay, no, maybe my last before my speed paint. This is supposed to be like a Happy New Year. Look at the characters I worked on over the years or just recently, but I don't really like it. Overall, it's kind of so-so. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm actually so excited because oh my goodness. Okay, I have to do this. So I was practicing painting. So this was actually the first one I was doing. This was it's Edward Elric. So this is actually my first drawing of him just with pen, and this is me painting him. I don't like it as much as this one, but still I really like it. And these are just like little doodles of them in their funny faces, and oh my goodness, it looks so cute. And oh my goodness, I can't believe I actually did this. This is based off of the picture I found on Google, but oh my goodness, oh, I'm like so proud of it. And it's like, you know, still needs some improvement some places, but like still, like this is the best probably painting of like just by myself, and I'm so happy. Okay, and this is just a fan art spread of Fullmetal Alchemist, and these are just different animes. So this is the recent one, Love Through a Prism, which is a pretty good anime. I still haven't finished it because I was just doing fan art of all of it. So this is Love Through a Prism, this is Lily, and then this is Kyo Soma, I don't know how to say his name, from Fruits Basket, and this is the manga illustration. Like, I just found pictures and copied them and, you know, like color them in my style. So this isn't like me designing them or, you know, coming it up with my own ideas, but yeah, I was just drawing them, and he's my favorite probably from Fruit Basket, the manga. I haven't watched the anime, and this is Shikamaru Nara. These are the Hitachi twins from Orina High School Rules Club. I don't know what order the words come, but yeah, they're probably one of my favorites too because I really like the twins. And this is Nezuko from Demon Slayer. She's so cute. Okay, there's one last page. It's kind of empty, but it's Jax. Okay. I was at my friend's house, and she had some Copic markers and really nice pens, and so I decided to draw Jax like 4 times, and this was just at my own time. So this is my first. These are the come later. Yeah. And this is a vision I had when I was sick. Because doesn't he have the same like skin color as Twilight Sparkle? Like, doesn't he? My goodness. And so I drew it, and yeah, add little sparkles because it seemed like to match his yellow highlights in his design. And I'm actually like so happy how this turned out because the pens are so good. And yeah, that is all because I'm going to finish this as quickly as I can and do another sketchbook tour. And yeah, that was a lot. And I'm really glad I hope you guys enjoyed, and I had a lot of fun doing this because hoarding these drawings for like so long, and I just wanted to get them out there and show you guys. But I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a nice day.